it has an immunity to its fighting style, to
It
its
has
fighting
the
type.
immunity to the fighting style for sure. But when it comes to ghost types, no matter what, they always reign supreme, even though they can get folded by dark types because before fairy types were introduced, it was always dark and dragon. If you had dark and dragon on your team, you were amazing because you still have access, technically, by technicality speaking. They can easily say, oh yeah, because you're a ghost type, you have access to psychic type moves. It's not a lot of psychic type moves, but we'll definitely give you the main staple, which is Psy Shock and Psychic at the end of the day, if you really do need it.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that ghosts have access to psychic. So, but essentially, what we have here is that they can go even against one another, right?
Which is fine, because, again, all American, just saying,
Hmm.
check and balances, checks and balances, and I appreciate that.
Checks and balances. All right, and harboring back to what I just said, we haven't really had this feel of like all starters being even against one another since like Sinnoh. So it's like I'm hype about that
So now
because
it's about
Unova
true
Emboar
damage.
was the only one dual type. Exactly, Unova was the only ah Unova. We had two mono starters and then Emboar being firefighting, which to this day still does not make sense to me. And then we had Kalos with every starting type being advantages to like its own type. Like for example, uh, Chestnut Grass Fighting, Delphox Fire Psychic, and then Greninja Water Dark, and they could hit each other super effectively by both sides. Mostly, Delphox was the only odd one out. And then Galar, Galar, yeah, they were all monotype in Galar. Huh. Now that I think about it, and then we had Alola. They were all dual type: Grass Ghost, Fire Dark, and Water Fairy. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Sorry, I went off topic from there. Okay, so we have those, which are the starters. Then we have a Flamingo Pokemon that's gonna be fighting flying,
Oh, you know what I'm
which
naming
is
that flamingo?
what
Don Quixote.
Donkey after One Piece.
Yes.
Weeb,
I, I,
weeb.
I literally just got to dress Rosa, so literally I'm like, damn, this man is built different. And then as soon as I saw the leak for the flamingo, I was like, Don Quixote, let this,
Weeba.
let it be competitive.
Weeba. Okay, we hope it's gonna be competitive. We hope it's gonna be like a Halusha type of thing.
Oh, let it be. I will definitely just start going ahead
Yeah.
and
Then we have flying parakeet. No, obviously it's gonna be flying type, but we don't have any confirmation of its dual type. I'm just hoping it's not like normal flying. Like I hope they give it like something else, like some other pistache to like the things that we haven't seen before. Or if they keep it mono flying type, which is gonna be like really cool. Okay. Then we have an earthworm Pokemon that it's not a bug type. So it's either going to be ground or it's going to be something else, probably rock. Then we have what seems confirmed as a crab Pokemon. It doesn't have a typing yet. It's hopefully they don't make it water type because they did something with like Crabrawler and then Crabominable, where it's like it was a fighting type and then it turned into a fighting ice type. I hope they do that. It's gonna be cute. Then we have a Sushi who's a dragon and water type. Um,
you said dragon and
I don't
water.
know. Yeah, dragon and water, and it's going to be a sushi.
Mm.
At least that's the code that we have. We have that it's going to be a sushi, and it's like a water dragon type. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute. It doesn't evolve though. Like the flamingo, the parakeet, the earthworm, the crab, and then the sushi Pokemon don't evolve, and the other three Pokemons I'm going to be talking about won't evolve either. I'm like, oh, okay. So we're getting a lot of single stages Pokemon here. Hopefully they do something further along the line. But the sushi doesn't evolve. Then we have Oyakata Sushi Master. We don't have any confirmation of type for it yet. Then we have a large bird. No typing for it. So we can potentially look forward to this large bird to be like some type of
Duck
physical
trio.
tank or pardon?
I'm
What's it?
thinking it's gonna be similar to like a Doug Trio. Like maybe it's a callback in reference to when Doug Trio was a real menace in the games. Where if you knew
Okay,
what you
okay.
were doing with that bird, even though it had that one type, you could run it.
Do trio is normal flying.
But wait, it's always been normal flying?
Hmm.
Oh snap! I thought it was just flying.
The only mono flying type birds that we've gotten has been the pre-evolutions of Corviknight, Rookie D, and Corby Squire. They gained the steel type when they evolved into Corviknight. But those have been the only mono flying types. Most of the flying types that we've gotten have been dual types. There hasn't been a pure flying type Pokemon, with the exception of Tornadus, but it's not a bird. Yeah, I know. Anyways, then we have. I feel like I just gave you a lot of information. You're just processing it like, are you okay?
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. Then we have a lightweight pocket fish.
A
I do
lightweight
not know what that
pocket
means.
fish. What
A,
the fuck?
a lightweight pocket fish. No typing for it. I'm thinking this is gonna be like a wishy-washy situation.
Please.
You remember wishy-washy from Alola?
Oh, bruh. Like I said, I was just looking in Pokemon Home because I'm about to try and build this dragon type team, or at least
Mm-hmm.
dragon like team. And I was looking at
Mm-hmm.
my wishy washy, and I remember why I called it one man army.
Gotcha.
Wishy
So after that
washy.
we have after that we have Lechonk, which evolves once and is gonna get another typing aside from its normal typing. We have Fido, which evolves once and it's gonna have an additional typing besides the fairy type. We have Setitan, which has an evolution, and they said that it's gonna be an additional typing, but we already know that Setitan is mono ice. So either Titan is the base Pokemon and there's gonna be another one, or Titan is the evolution. You know what I mean? Hello?
So when you say, because you said evolution, are we talking about like Eevee type evolution
No,
or?
I mean sorry. That was my connotation. Like an evolution. You know,
Oh,
like Titan. It says here that Titan evolves.
okay.
However, I don't know if it's gonna be like there's
The
gonna be a pre-evolution to it, or if
Yeah,
the Titan is the pre-form and then we have it evolve an additional time. You know what I mean?
yeah. Okay. I had
Okay.
that in mind at first, but I was like, wait, let me not try to disregard if you were talking about like if it was going to be like the
Yeah, sorry.
evolution.
It was my fault. I kind of bit my tongue when I was saying that, so it kind of sounded like that. I'm sorry. Then we have an engine Pokemon that is Poison and Steel type, which is going to be our first Poison Steel type Pokemon that we've ever had.
So you mean
Essentially,
I can run the fate with fairies for real?
yeah. I mean, we've been able to run the Fade with Fairies
No,
for
no,
like a
no,
while now. Like
no, 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 no. But you see straight out the gate like that.
straight out the gate. Apparently so. We're gonna be able to run the fade. Like we're gonna be able to tell the fairy types to like square up. Like what's good. Like this is gonna be Fairy Killer 101. Like I'm gonna roll up to the point. I'm gonna be like, "What's up, girlie?" I said what I meant. I
Listen,
meant
listen.
everything I said. What's good?
I'm gonna throw out a Dragonite, right? And then when I get the one free switch, because I'm gonna put like
It's
both.
1-2.
How to be like, we not gonna jump you. Come outside,
We're not gonna try to jump to what's that black card outside? What's that
fight
black
back.
card doing outside? That's how I got here. Like, why is it still running? Just because no, I just want to talk real quick. And then they go out and there's like a whole gang of people outside just waiting for it. Love that. So the engine Pokemon is going to evolve. And then we have the dolphin Pokemon. Okay. Before I dive into the dolphin Pokemon, I just want to address like the rumor that they've been going on that the dolphin Pokemon is gonna have a split evolution. depending on the version, I believe, or like depending on the items. Do you know Applin from Galar, the little apple that
Yeah.
evolves into like Appleton or Flapple? I think it's gonna be one of those situations, but the dolphin Pokemon is gonna have a dolphin into a bigger dolphin, and then it's gonna form what the leakers are saying. And this is really irking me. It's gonna be like a dolphin into Neospatian dolphin. You know what I mean?
Wait, wait, wait,
Do you
wait, wait.
remember that card?
Wait,
Do
wait,
you
wait,
remember
wait.
that card?
I'm
Elemental
sorry.
Hero
You
Neo
you took
Dolphin?
me for a spin with that one. So wait, are you talking? So when you say like Neospatian Dolphin, we're talking about like the card, like Neospatian.
No, what I'm saying is that they're using that as a reference because the dolphin is either
Yeah, I was
going to
saying
evolve into a
as a
bigger
reference.
dolphin.
Yeah, so like it's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
like
yeah.
Dolphin Man essentially.
Exactly. Like it's going to either be a bigger dolphin or it's going to evolve into like a bipedal dolphin thing. And I'm over here like,
I know
I
what
hope
its
not.
I know what its nickname is gonna be regardless.
You're gonna name it Neo.
No. I'm a I gotta figure out what the exact translation is for the sound, but you know that one SpongeBob episode where they kept on cursing.
Oh my god. Got it, got it. Okay, so after the dolphin, we have by the way, as I keep saying like the like little title, like I said dolphin, I said engine. These are the codes that we have for the Pokemon. We don't have names or like the visuals for them. This is just what I'm going off
Listen,
from like the picture.
if we get an
We
actual
have a
engine
flower,
Pokemon, I'm going to go off. I'm gonna be like the little engine that could keeps
the
going.
little engine that could.
Choo
Imagine it being a
choo.
toaster. Imagine it being a toaster, like like my little toaster.
I would have been upset. Like that just ruined the hype right there. I would be okay with
Imagine
it, but like I want the train, you know?
you want to train to have like the imagery.
Yeah,
So we have a flower that's gonna be poisoned with another type. Uh, we have to wait and see what it's going to be. Uh, then we have a chili pepper, which is gonna be our first grass and fire type Pokemon. I'm actually looking forward to that, like a grass fire type Pokemon. That's gonna be fun. Hopefully they give it good abilities. If not, then it's gonna be like very disappointing. Because
nah,
then we
you
have
know what it needs? It needs that chlorophyll. It
the
has to get
chlorophyll ability.
it has to get that. Even if it's the hidden ability, it has to get that.
Okay, we're gonna be talking seriously. Is it's either gonna be that or it's going to be just like something else.
Yeah,
Like because under the sunlight, it's gonna be a double-edged sword because it can hit hard, but it can get hit hard. You know what I mean? Because fire doesn't resist fire that way. Wait,
exactly.
they do. No, they do, but grass is still weak to fire, so it's just gonna go evenly towards it. But it's now going to have a weakness to ground because grass doesn't resist ground, or did it resist ground? I
No,
don't know. I
grass
think it's gonna have
resists
something.
ground. It's the fire
I think
typing
it's gonna
that's
have a
going to get it
weakness
fucked
to
up.
exactly. I think it's gonna get like a weakness to rock type.
And
Poisons
water.
type is still there because fire. Maybe yeah, because grass doesn't resist water. Does
No,
it?
no, grass resists water, but because it's a fire type, you can
Yeah, it's still going to be seen. Hmm.
exactly. Like
Okay.
it's gonna be vulnerable for sure, but the versatility,
Hmm.
it's pretty much setting. It sounds like it's gonna be another vocal Rona, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, totally get it.
If you can't get it down within the first two turns, you might as well go on ahead and wipe the board.
And
'Cause
just like control alt delete. So, anyways, we have that. We have a coin that's going to be a ghost type. We have an electric frog, which is honestly, thank God, because I was kind of getting tired of seeing frogs and just always expecting them to be water type. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, it's a frog, it's going to be water type. But apparently, this is going to be a frog that's going to be electric first. We don't know any confirmation about the secondary typing, so we can just hope. We're gonna have a Scarab that's gonna be a bug type with an additional type, and it evolves. By the way, all these Pokemon that I've been saying ever since the Dolphin, they do evolve once. The Flower evolves once. The Chilling Pepper evolves once. The Coin evolves once. The Frog evolves once. The Scarab evolves once. We have an Ostrich that's going to be. psychic, and it evolves once. Then we have, okay, a mushroom and a pink eel that evolves from Pokemon that looks very similar to Tentacool and
The
Diglett,
trailer just dropped.
respectively. The trailer just dropped?
The trailer just
Oh,
dropped. I'm literally watching it in the background. It's talking about competitive play.
oh, wait, no, because we're in the middle of this.
Oh
I
my
now want to
god!
see the trailer.
I'm
I want to
sorry.
see the trailer now. Wait.
Go watch the trailer. Hold on, wait. What is this lizard Pokemon? Wait, Cyclar,
It's so ugly.
Dragon, Dragon and normal. Okay, Shed Tail. But this looks like the standard form for the legendary. So does the legendary evolve from this thing?
Hate it. Oh, I hate it. Oh, what is that?
Hold on, wait. Belly drum. Okay, what? Okay, new item, Mirror Herb. Hold on. Okay, Rotar. Okay, they're they're throwing out the Terra, the crystallized, the terraforming, terrestrialization. Okay,
Is it
Steel.
just like the dragon? Oh,
I
I
got
hate
so
it. It
many,
looks so weird.
but it looks like the legendary when you actually look at it,
Uh huh.
which is why I'm like, so you get the legendary, but you have to evolve it, or is there multiple copies of the legendary? Just
Oh
that
my god,
one
this
is
is just going to be like a new thing, like a Cosmog situation. Because if it's gonna be like a Cosmog situation, then
that takes away from it. To be honest,
yeah, it really does.
new move Terra Blast, which changes the type. Really?
Depending on the thing.
This is all that we got?
Wait, I'm still not done with the thing. Oh, nice, Breloom is in the game. Good for him.
Oh, hold on. I gotta see this. Okay, so the trainer card tells you like exactly what house you're from. Okay, let me pause this real quick. Okay, so yeah, this unless it's an iguana, and essentially the legendaries are like a Komodo dragon. That's my understanding from
That's it.
it. Yeah, that's it. That's literally it. It's only
If
one
this is
minute.
it, if this is it, I'm not gonna lie. I am underwhelmed. Like, hi, welcome to Otaku Outsiders, where I am underwhelmed now at this
Like
point. Hi,
raw
welcome to Otaku Out.
reactions without video.
Hi, welcome to Raw Reaction, uncut, unedited. I am underwhelmed. Like, okay, so we have to talk about some of the things on the trailer. Okay, you know the Pokedex picture that we were talking about the spoilers? Yeah, scratch that. It's not gonna be about that anymore. This is how we're going to. This is how we're gonna derail.
We just
Like,
totally got derailed. I need to
listen,
address
the
this new
trailer dropped.
dragon.
We're now going to be talking about new things. Okay, first and foremost. Okay, before you even dive about that, first and foremost, Pokemon battles, they look good. They look good. Not gonna lie.
The trainer IDs,
We
they look
have
smooth like.
they look smooth. Let's talk about the positives. They look smooth. Like they be like, oh, okay, work. You be giving us all this thing. Miss thing, snap. Okay, they said snap, crackle, pop, and we're over here like we ate this thing and we're still hungry. This is like, okay, is that all that you're gonna give us? Because if this is all you're gonna give us, like you gave us essentially nothing. It sounded harsher than I intended it to do. Okay.
Bruh.
Cyclizar? Cyclizar?
Okay,
Cyclizar.
so
A
that
dragon and normal type that essentially looks like the legendaries. Cyclizar.
hold on, but look at its
I
signature move because that's where it
shed
really.
tail. Okay, let's talk about that. It creates a substitute. So it essentially is a combination of substitute and baton pass. competitive just got its new miracle child. Because if you can give this Pokemon, Dragon Dance, and then Shed Tail, if it survives enough to do a Shed Tail, because remember, Substitute will not go off if you have lower than a certain percentage of health.
Exactly.
This this just became the pivot Pokemon. This just became the momentum using Pokemon. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but speaking of
Essentially, if
baton
it learns,
pass,
go
continue.
ahead.
So speaking of
No, no, no,
baton
go ahead. You were
pass,
saying something?
with the new item Mirror Herb, that's a dangerous combo. But let's finish what you were talking
It
about
is.
first.
It is. It is. It is. I was just about to dive into that. So essentially, if this Pokemon, let's just hypothesize for a second there. If this Pokemon gets access either to Nasty Plot, Swords Dance, Dragon Dance, any type of the boosting moves that also boost two types or boost one thing by two, and then he gets to pull out this Chet Tail, you have to have at least one way or another to get good because it's gonna hurt. You know what I mean? It's gonna freaking hurt. Like if you partner this with a slower Pokemon that doesn't get access to any of those moves, but can appreciate the boost, you basically swept. Essentially, what we're hearing is like, oh yeah, by the way, you just swept the whole damn thing. Now they basically gave us new Pokemon, new move, and then what? Two, three new items.
No, not even
Two
that.
new items.
We were
No, okay. So what they did was they gave us a brand new Pokemon, Cyclizar, with its signature move, Shed Tail.
yeah.
Then they gave us the confirmation that Breloom is back in the game. Cloyster is back in the game. Magnezone, we already been knew the Magnezone was gonna be in the game because we already saw Magnemite. Uh, Essentially confirmation that once you terrorize your Pokemon,
It
your
doesn't change
stats
type.
and everything, yes, it did because Tyranitar did not get affected by close combat. I still can. Okay, listen, I'm gonna be very honest with you. It's so ugly. I'm
The the
sorry,
uh
like
the
the
new
dragon,
dragon.
it's so ugly. I am so sorry. Like I cannot get over it. It looks naked. It looks like I can't stand it. It looks so ugly.
But you know what I was saying earlier with it's probably the
Right?
iguana or like the lower reptile, while the legendaries are gonna be the what you call it, the Komodo dragon of the whole game.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Like this is just the lower scale reptile that has a direct descent to the legendary, but it's not gonna evolve into the legendary. It just is what it
Exactly.
is.
Exactly. It is what it is. So we have an item called Mirror Herb, which is going to be so OP. It copies immediately the stat changes of another Pokemon without using a move fall. And you know what that opens up? That opens up a lot of things for acrobatic users. You know, where acrobatic gets a boost on its damage if the item is used when you use it or when you don't have a held item. So imagine this going off on a Pokemon after it being used with a Dragon Dance.
Why are you telling my strategy already? Like, how did you even know that was my strategy? Okay, because what if I get access to my Infernape? Then what am I supposed to do? Like now I got to figure
Well,
out a whole new strategy.
well, it is what it is, baby. You should have thought about that. You should have just said,
I
you
I
know what, just
just
stay shut.
I
You
just thought
should have
about
just
that.
you should have just told me you should have stayed shush with that because now people are gonna see this and they're gonna be like, you don't play. You know what? This also opens up a lot of things for competitive next year that people are gonna be scared of boosting up. People are gonna be frightened about boosting up because if they do something and their other Pokemon lead has Mirror Herb and access to Baton Pass or like another momentum switching Pokemon move like that, it's curtains for them. You know what I mean? It's gonna be like, ooh, this is gonna be hitting me hard.
Night
So like
night.
it's an added layer into the complexities of competitive because now people are gonna be like, I do not want to do this. Because if I do this and I go off the way I'm thinking about going off, then it's going to be like, aha. great. Now this other person is gonna copy my stats, and the possibilities of revenge killing is through the roof. You know what I mean?
Especially if it's on a Pokemon that's already built different. Let's say for some
Mm-hmm.
reason, right, Gengar gets confirmed to come to the games. We already know Gengar
Mm-hmm.
is broken off the bat, and then stat boost and baton pass into a Gengar that's already broken as fuck. At that point, you as
At
the
that point,
opponent,
just
you
go
won the
home.
game. You won the game.
Just
Just that's one
at
shots.
at that point, just go home, sweetie. Like, don't even stay. Just go home. Go take a cold shower and sit in your dark room and eat ice cream and cry about your life choices. My
You
God.
can't do that at the World Championships though. We gotta figure out what the alternative is. Maybe they can
Listen,
walk out.
if that happens to me, it's curtains. I'm standing up, I'm walking, I'm be like, "Bye, love you guys so much. Thank you for considering me." I'm pulling a Ben de la Christ. I am pulling a Ben de la Christ. Uh, like that's from RuPaul's Drag Race. If you don't get the reference. Anyways, so we have Mirror Herb, and then we essentially got skill link in an item form, which loaded dice what does is that it helps the Pokemon use moves that will that will hit multiple times. You know, like a bullet seed or rollout or like what was it? Like wake. No, it wasn't a wake up slap. It was like double slap. You know, a move that you would usually have a lot of tick damage, and you have like that chance of it going for one, two, or five times. With this item, it will always hit five times.
And
It's
does it
essentially
is
skill
it a
link.
is it a
It's a held item.
yeah, it's a held item, but like after does it go off like a herb or is it just
No, it stays.
it stays?
It stays.
Silence. I just need certain
Breloom
Pokemon.
just got Breloom just got way more dangerous.
I mean, it was already dangerous from the beginning. That's not even who I was thinking about. I was like, I already know, but we are on the lines of a fighting type Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, the OG. I put
Heracross,
not even Heracross.
Hariyama.
Nah, it's a fighting type. Got a
Nah,
Mega
I have no idea.
Evolution.
Which Heracross? Heracross is a fighting type.
Yeah, and I know it has a Mega Evolution, but that's not the fighting type that I'm talking about.
Medicham?
No.
Lucario?
Yeah,
With what move?
Bone Rush.
Oh. Is the extra layers onto it. It's my height, and it's like, oh.
Like
and
now you get it. Now you get the type
it,
of danger that
it,
I'm trying to put on these people. I'm
uh,
about to make these kids understand. I'm like, no, you too
it's me
soft, good
recognizing
buddy.
it's me recognizing the dangers of it all. So essentially we have that, and then we have the confirmation that your Terra type will completely overwrite your weaknesses. Because we just saw a Colossal, which is, by the way, say it with me, 4 times weak to water type, tank a Hydro Pump, activate its ability, and the Hydro Pump did basically little to no damage
But
because
it
its
had
Terra
Steam
type is
Engine,
water.
right?
Yeah, Steam Engine doesn't override the damage. You still get the damage from the move that will hit you, but because you terrorized and now you're a water type, the water type does not hit you hard. What essentially it does is you now get the added benefit of the coverage defensively for that type. So what it means is because we also saw it later on the trailer with a Tyranitar with the Terra type being Ghost, it was immune to close combat from a Gallade.
Yeah.
So Terra type now adds a new complexity to Pokemon battles.
But the thing is, it also comes with a fifth move. When you terrestrialize, it comes. You no longer have just four moves. You have a fifth move.
With Terra Blast,
Yes.
which
But
is
how many
the new
times do
move that got
you?
introduced.
But how many times do you get that Terra Blast? Because the Terra Blast
That
has to be shot
remains
off.
to be seen.
I mean,
That remains to be seen.
no, I know. I'm asking as like a generalized question because, from my understanding, based upon the trailer, like, does the Terra? So once you terrestrialize, right?
You stay with that until you switch out the Pokemon, and once you switch it out, it's no longer usable for none of the other Pokemons.
No, I get that part. I'm saying as far as you're gonna keep it in the battle until it goes down. I'm saying does the
Mm-hmm.
type change after you Terra Blast, or regardless, once you terrestrialize, the typing has automatically changed because it said something about okay, you got to use the Terra Blast in the trailer in order to change its type. Unless I misread that part.
Uh, okay, so I think the Terra type is like a third, or let's just say like it is like you have, for example, Tyranitar, which was Rock Dark type, and its Terra type in the trailer was Ghost. So once you terrorize, you just become the added Ghost type. Uh, I don't know. It's that is something that we'll get that answer once we see more into the game, I believe. Because as of right now, we don't have any confirmation for it. Hmm. Yeah, we don't have any confirmation for it.
I'm about to honestly check the Pokemon website right now.
Okay. I have it here. Terra Blast. It's a move that is a normal type that you can learn thanks to a move machine like a TM. So it's not a fifth move, it's a fourth move. It's like a move that you can teach all your Pokemon, like secret power or essentially hidden power. And then when you terrorize, the damage of the normal move will turn into the accordance of the move, will turn into the typing of the Terra type of the Pokemon that you terrorize. It's too many Terras in the name. So it's called Terra Blast, and it's a move that changes according to the Terra type of the Pokemon that you use the new gimmick for. So, with the example from Tyranitar, if you Terralize, and Tyranitar is now Rock, Dark, and Ghost, but the Terra type is the Ghost type, it will automatically turn into a Ghost type move. Does it make sense?
Okay, so it, like you said earlier, it's just essentially hidden power.
Yeah, and it's what is this? Okay, and it changes accordingly to the highest base damage stat. It will stay physical if you're a higher physical attacker Pokemon, or it will change into special if your Pokemon is a higher special attacker, which is really good because it adapts to the Pokemon being used.
Okay, so it goes based upon the strength, which in competitive play is very important. Besides speed, unless you're playing a tanky Pokemon, then you're pretty much just
Mm-hmm.
sitting there. Again, with my Gengar reference from earlier, okay, so let's say it's a Eevee, right? Soon after it's done doing what it I mean not an Eevee, but let's say it's a tanky Pokemon, it has the mirror herb, the opponent just did a stat boost. That's crazy. You're still stat, you know what? Here's a perfect example. A perfect example of this, right? So you go into the opponent just did a stat boost, your Pokemon is sitting there and it's a Volcarona. You've already done like three different Quilliver dances already. So you just max speeding out here, and for some reason you were able to evade everything. And the one stat boost already, you already got I believe Quilliver dance does speed, special attack, or does it just cover all stats and increase it sharply?
I think it just what happens is that it turns into the more beneficial type of attack coverage. Like if, for example, you're running a Gengar, which is a higher special attacker, Terra
No, I'm
Blast will
talking
just
about
turn special.
the stat boosting move, Quilliver dance.
Quiver Dance?
Yeah,
Quiver Dance is still like a special boosting move. It's
Yeah, that's what I'm
special
saying.
defense, special attack, and, and speed.
Okay, so yeah, you're using Quiller Dance, right? And the
Mm-hmm.
opponent just popped off with that. And mind you, you're holding the mirror herb. So all of
Yeah,
your stats,
you will get the effects.
yeah,
You
you
will
get
get
the effects,
the
and
effects
then
of.
you hit that baton pass on them,
Mm-hmm.
and you go into whatever Pokemon you want. Let's say you go into a Tyranitar for
Mm-hmm.
so for whatever reason, as shown inside the video, and you terrestrialize that. At
Mm-hmm.
that point, at that point, tell me what's going to happen using that Tyranitar. It got max special.
You're going to potentially sweep.
Exactly.
All right. So, we have a new item. It's called Hidden Cape, and this cape protects you against the secondary effects of moves. We see it here being used with Cyclizar, and a Hariyama used Faked Out, and Cyclizar could still use Dragon Claw after the Fake Out. So essentially, it protects you from secondary moves. So it's a scale shield.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
And it's not a one and done item. It's a held item that stays. It's kind of like a Rocky Helmet type of thing. It's
Okay.
just another passive effect on the Pokemon. Honestly, I'm not mad. I'm just underwhelmed because I expected a little bit bigger on the thing. Do you know if that makes any sense?
Oh yeah, when I heard about the trailer, I was like, and they're announcing it at the tournament. I kind of expected this to be a competitive play scene, but I thought we were also gonna get like a little bit more because we're in August right now. The games come out in literally 2.5 months, as we mentioned previously at the
Mm-hmm.
beginning of the video.
Mm-hmm.
We've yet to get a second form for the starter evolutions, along with further details into the story as far as like, okay, besides one gym leader, because it's not at a set pace. Okay, that's fine, but I mean, you could still reveal something storyline wise. You know,
Yeah, definitely get it.
that's what I was expecting.
I
Unless,
definitely get it. But I think that's pretty much going to be it for today.
yeah,
Uh,
I mean, if we do the anime portion, that's going to take longer.
all of a while, yeah. So I think it's better if we just start signing off. That was a great episode. It has a lot more content than I thought it would, and we got raw emotions on the live today, so
Oh,
that's gonna be fun.
yeah. Again, breaking the fourth wall at this moment. This is Sage, aka the Deadpool of the group, for the time being, because Shadow is not here, and normally he would just do the heavy work on that. But y'all ain't hear that from me. Essentially, this is a professional podcast to a degree, but it is not. So, with that said, raw uncut details. Let us know
Those were uncut.
how do you
Uh,
feel?
how do I what?
Uh, I was telling the viewers, let us know how they feel about this. But also, how do you feel about this episode? Because I came in here expecting one thing, and it just did not go as
And
planned.
complete another. And with that being said, I am John, more better known as Juju, here for the Otaku Outsiders, and I guess this is gonna be curtains. I'll see you when we have more information, and I'll see you when we eventually schedule the anime episode. Sounds good?
Yep.
All right. Thank you guys so much for listening in on us. Again, sorry for the little pause that I had a little bit earlier. Stuff came up and we are doing this live. So a lot of things can happen when we're doing this live. It's not pre-recorded and we're pretty much just ripping off of the points that we had. And we pretty much discussed every point that I had. So again, thank you so much for Sage and to all of you listening to us. Stay being otakus, you know?
All right. See you guys next time.
Bye.